Hey team, so as promised, and for those of you who responded to my post the other day about some thoracic fascial mobilizing, these are my three, I guess, most powerful rotational mobilizers. One of them, the first one, is what we call a bottom on top rotation. So the bottom half of you is rotating around the top half, which remains static. The second one is more a top on bottom rotation, so it's the opposite. You're keeping the bottom half static whilst the upper body rotates. And then the third one is just a really nice thoracic or trunk opener, particularly opening up the front of the chest as well as the hips too. So this is what they are. So the first one I call scorpion. So you're going to be laying face down, arms are folded in front of you, chest is on the floor. You bend one knee, you bring it up and over. So you're keeping your chest on the floor, keeping your forearms in connection with the floor. You're also lifting your knee up as high as you can, and then you bring it back. So you're only going over as much as what you can without lifting the chest or the forearms off the floor. And you're just going back from one side to the other. You're alternating sides, just doing 4 each way. This one also doubles as a glute activation movement. So my glutes right now are fully switched on as I try to get my knee up nice and high. So that's the first one. Second one, so that's what I call the bottom on top rotation, because the bottom half of you is rotating around the static top half. This one here, you're going to be on one knee with that knee out from the hip. The other leg is out to the side and you're resting on the side of the foot. You want to be on your hands, and then you're going to rotate back just a little so that you feel the stretch or the mobilization occur at the front of that, the inside of that thigh. And then you're rotating up towards the sky so that you're moving away from the straightened leg. The arm that's moving up, you want to keep a little bend in it, but really active. So there's a bend in the elbow and I'm nice and active through the arm. So I'm not just kind of flopping the arm up there. I've got my fingers outstretched, which keeps it nice and active. So I'm rotating away from this leg, and in doing so, boosting my thoracic rotation that way. And then obviously you'll take the other leg out and do the same to the other side. Still just 4 or 5 repeats each way. And then the third one looks like this. So you're going to be in what I call a kneeling lunge position with your front lunge foot out at about 45 degrees. One arm comes down the inside of that, and this arm is pressing that leg open. So there's an activity of that arm pushing into the leg, and then the other arm opens and then closes. So you're getting a really nice opening through the front of this hip and groin area, but also a great rotation through the thoracic spine, as well as the thorax or the rib cage. For 4 one way, and then you'll set yourself up and you'll do 4 going the other way as well. Again, the arm is nice and active. I have my fingers outstretched. So 4 or 5 of each of those. Look at those dark clouds coming into the picture, rain's coming. What I was going to say is what you can do to start with, a good little metric that you can do is actually just to sit on a seat. And I don't have a seat here available, but basically you'd sit on a seat . Use the recycling bin as my seat. You'd sit on the seat. Feet are flat on the floor. You're going to cross your arms in front of you so that your elbows are just slightly shy of shoulder height. And then all you do is rotate one way and rotate the other way and just feel for where you can get to. So this is just like your little metric or your little test that you do before you do the rotational mobilizers. That'll help you to feel and observe how those rotational mobilizers have positively affected you. Now you're going to probably feel just a little bit of difference the first time you do it, but after a week or so, you're going to start noticing that there's significant change when you're doing that seated rotational metric move. So yeah, do that before you do the 3 mobilizers I showed you, and then repeat this after to really feel the difference. You may also feel that your ability to rotate one way is greater than the other. You want to focus more on the side that's a little bit stiffer, so do more to boost that rotation than to boost the other side. But I'll leave it there. That's 5 minutes hope that gives you a couple of good little rotational mobilizers. As I say, rotating and having good rotational mobility through the trunk can alleviate so much pain across other junctions in the body. So give them a whirl, fit them into your little daily stretching or morning or evening routines, and let me know how they go for you. We'll see you again soon.